getting close to the end of one cycle. Now, if that's the end, we have to wait and see. There are counts in pounds like the euro dollar that suggests that this is not the end of the US dollar index. It's nothing more than a bounce of a correction to come. Now, it is too early to come and say that that's the case. We in Elliott Wave Forecast always gonna trade with the same idea, is that we don't pick a bound, we don't a top, we don't pick a bottom. In other words, we just wait for the bounce to happen. If the bounce is in five and develop in 5 ways, then we can call it bottom. If the bounce develops in 3 ways, then we reset it. That's how you need to trade. The trend is to a weak US dollar. Nothing has changed, nothing has said that is otherwise. The trend is against the US dollar, and consequently you have to trade with that in mind. Now, if you guys remember on the seminar yesterday, we presented the scenario that this is the more bullish count on the US dollar, where when this count is calling for this bound to happen to be the end of wave C or wave C of a triple zigzag of the wave C of a double zigzag from the lows that we have, from the highs that we have in November. Now, in January, I'm sorry. Now, this is how you guys need to see it, guys. From here, we see 1 2 1 2 3 4 5 3 4 and 5 A B, and then from here I like this count, which is an ending diagonal that goes 1 2 3 4 right here and 5. Now, how that counts going, it can go many ways. In the way that this can be a wave 1 in 5 ways, and then this can be a wave 3 and 1 2 3 4 and a 5, and then we got another 4 right here taking place before the final low. I have to notice, you guys, that look, from here we get a divergence. This is the 4-hour count. Look, it's giving us a huge divergence here. Let me see if I can put right. You see, that's telling me that the cycle is getting close to the end, and that this cycle should not be followed. That's what we say. Let's say, for example, guys, I like now the euro dollar on the long side for one more high and test 150. Do I take the trade? No. We tried last night to take the trade because it was a clear scenario that it was an incomplete structure. Now, with the high that we got today on the euro dollar, it's very risky to take that side again. In my own opinion, it's better way, because there is nothing worse than being in the wrong side of an ending cycle. So that's been the case. I would recommend to all you guys is do not trade the dollar. Do not trade the dollar today. Wait. Let's wait for this bounce to develop and get their own identity. Now, let's look at it here, and let's see this bound in a 30-minute chart. Look, this is how it looks, the bound on the 30-minute chart. So far, it's a 3-wave move. You see, it's a 3-wave move. There is no divergence, and having said that, we have to check from 2 levels. First level that we need to check is from here. We need to check the 3802 level, which comes around the 7340 area. That in case of the ending diagonal is not the one in place. Another level that we need to check, if it's the ending diagonal, this high should not be around. 7340 is a huge level. Why? Because if you look at it, it's gonna be this high right here is 73.29. Now, this can be also part of the flat, and that's what I like in the euro dollar. I'm gonna show you guys now. Look, this is the whole move, correct, right? It's no impulse to the upside. It can be calling like this: 1 2 3 1, 2, 3. When you got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, and 3, and this is a flat that is gonna go to 73.40 in the wave 4 of the ending diagonal. That's gonna take the euro, guys, to around 147.40 area. That's the area that I like to buy the euro against 146.50. Now, because it's the US dollar, and I know that the cycle is coming to the end, and I see this huge divergence here, I don't want to take the position only because of that, guys. Now, let's move on to the individual pairs. Let's start with the euro. The euro, we do not care about the weekly, about the daily. We know that on the weekly, the counts that we like the most is the one that is calling for a flat. But we see 5 ways from 134. We see 5 ways from 128. So it's better, guys, to wait now. Yesterday we tried here. We didn't get filled for 10 picks because I knew yesterday that this can be wave 4. Now today we have some question about this high, and I'm gonna show you guys why I believe that this is a flat. I'm gonna show you guys why. Now from here is all we need to care. We see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, A, B, C, 2. Now from here is when it starts getting complicated. Why? Because you see right here, this structure looks more like, to be honest, no forcing the count, it looks more 1, 2, 3, 4, and it finds to come to around 150 area. Another low back and another high. That's what I like the most. Now if you want to force it, you can say 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5, and this is a 3. I like it otherwise. I'm gonna go with this one because at the end of the day it's the same result. But I want you, let's concentrate, guys, in this area right here now. Now 1 second before we go to the area. If this is a flat, you can trace it from here in one of the counts, and then he's gonna retest. He's gonna test around 147.58 area, or can go 147.28 area. Both cases is because of the flat. Because look, you go right here, you go right here, and then should go 147.58, 147.13 in extension. Now that is because of flat. Now if the count goes 1, 2, and then this is 3 and this is 4 of the ending diagonal, and then you should take it from here, and he can go to 147.31 minimum. Now let's concentrate in this part right here. This part right here looks like this: a clear 3-wave move here, 3-wave move here, 3-wave move right here. That's clear. So that's why yesterday I like the short. The thing is that when I put the entry, I went for the equal legs right here. You see, that was 147.50 area. And the thing is, we got short. If no, we should have taken this whole move right here. Now let's look at the RSI, guys, and like I promised you guys, we're gonna cover the RSI so you guys understand where we're coming from. Look at the move from here, guys. From here to here, this is a 15-minute chart, and there is no divergence. That's telling me that this move is a 3-wave move right here. This is a 3-wave move in the way like this, something like this: A, B, C, W, S, A, B, C, Y, as a double zigzag. And then this needs to develop in a way of a 5-wave move to the downside, because provide a new high. That's what we like. That's what we like, and that's why we're calling this a flat wave 4. Of course, in Elliott Wave, nothing is writing in stone, and if these things drop, believe me, we're gonna put this as a wave 5. Now when that happens, all you can do is look at the market correlation sheet. Let's go to the pound. Look at the pound. Corrective to the downside. The pound trade against the dollar. This is corrected. Market correlation is telling you that around the equal legs right here, around either 165.80 in extension 165.31, we should get a bounce to the outside. When the stop should be, to be safe, is this. This is the pivot. This is 164.34 is taken, and you better start finding way to call a top in the pound. But I don't doubt it. I still believe that this is the correct count when we have 1, 2, 3, 4, and pound have a move higher. That's a pound. Another one now that I'm going to show you guys is, let me take the euro up. Let's go to the CAD. The CAD also is calling an structure that is US dollar bullish. Why? Because the CAD is calling this structure here when you got from here, which is the wave 4, you got 5 waves like an ending diagonal. Now this is a wave 2, and from here you're gonna get 1, 2, 3, 4 and a 5, a 4 and a 5. So if you want to set the CAD right here around 94, 97, your stop should be around 90, 95.50, because taking this high means that the bottom is in place. Doubt it, but that's why you should trade right there. Now this is the pound. I already covered the pound. This is the US dollar against the Swedish franc. The US dollar against the Swedish franc, as we covered in the early video, we believe that end right here. Wave 1, wave 2, wave 3 and 3, wave 4 should test around 87.07, and tomorrow is gonna get strong against the dollar. That's what we believe with the dollar sweeps. Now that's telling you, you see, I'll see almost every pair against the dollar in a type of ending diagonal. Okay, now this is another trade that we sent today. This trade is the pound against the Swedish franc. This trade is calling, this can be counted as a 5, but do not matter. Look at the RSI. Each new low is giving you divergency, and I believe that between 143.47, 143.50, this pair should start going higher. The risk is well defined, and that's all you need in trading. When you have a risk well defined, that's all you need, guys. And the risk right here is 142.98. That this confirming that the dollar, the franc, the Swedish franc witness to come. This is corrective to the downside. Look, ABCWS, ABC, when they're gonna be equal at 43.50. So we put the trade at 146.60 just in case you guys see it right there. All right. Now let's move on here, and this is the dollar, the euro against the Swedish. Again, we have two scenarios. The first one, ABC in a flat. This is a 3-wave move, and this should if this is a scenario, we should get a trade around 147, 127.77. We need a low below 127.95. Now there is the other scenario when this is the end, and then this is a flat when we got A, B, and a C, and then this is 1 and it goes higher. Either way, this is corrective. This cannot be a nest to the downside, and either way, you got your risk defined right here at 127.26, and from there, this pair should broke higher. I believe that later today or tomorrow, we're gonna see a move in risk to the outside. Okay, guys, I believe, and we believe, that the US dollar strength that we're seeing now is not the one that we're waiting. We believe that this is gonna be reversed. We believe that the yen can get strong and should get strong very soon to complete those wave C that we've been calling about it. The gold and silver, I believe that they are on wave 4 and should start trading lower at any moment. Okay, guys, so have everyone a good night. Get back to you guys tomorrow.